badly wanted to play the drums, and I somehow ended up going with him. I picked up an electric guitar and learned to play it. We met every day at lunchtime and at night to practice. I have fond memories of performing during school festivals. In college, I was so busy trying to land a job that I wasn't active in any bands, but I always had a yearning for music. Then I found out by chance that there was an office workers band alliance in my neighborhood. Hearing that beginners are welcome, I tried my hand at playing the bass for the first time. I became a bassist for a band, and I've been active in the hobby band for over 5 years already. Being in a band can appear difficult, but jamming with your batchmates feels fantastic. I would highly recommend joining a band to anyone who is interested. Mixed signals on coffee and rice. A good intention does not necessarily guarantee a good result. As recounted in Filthy Lucre, Economics for People Who Hate Capitalism by Joseph Heath. In the early 1990s, cosmetics maker The Body Shop paid more than the market price when purchasing shea butter produced in Ghana. The purchase was a part of an initiative called Trade Not Aid, a fair trade campaign promoted by the cosmetics company. The goal was to help eradicate poverty by urging consumers in developed countries to pay generous prices for goods imported from underdeveloped countries. But the aftermath of all that will goodwill was devastating. African farmers were swept away by the shea butter craze, and production volume increased 10 times, from 2 tons to 20 tons in just a year. Shea butter production was 4 times higher than the initial order from the Body Shop. Farmers had misinterpreted the high price as a signal for increased demand and ended up wasting their valuable time and effort. Now there's a risk that their fair trade coffee movement could be heeled in the same direction. The movement gained momentum in the early 2000s when coffee prices plummeted from $3 per pound to less than 50 cents. Advocates of fair trade insisted that importers needed to pay more for coffee to keep the price from dipping further. But that was only a temporary solution. The total demand for coffee beans around the world was 150 million to 60-kilogram bags at the time, and a surplus of 10 million bags was the fundamental cause of the price drop. Paying higher prices for coffee when production should drastically be cut is a counter-incentive. Oxfam, an international organization that seeks solutions for famine and poverty, realized the error in logic and made a more realistic suggestion. In its coffee industry rescue plan, Oxfam proposed that developed countries chip in about $100 million to buy and destroy 5 million bags of coffee.
Thanks for your review. Okay.